to the 7th episode of the Pop Culture Roundtable.
Hello,
I'm your
people.
host, Liam. Hey, don't jump the gun, John. Don't wait until I introduce you. I'm joined today by Timon.
Yo.
And that's it. It's just me and Timon today.
Hello, people. Ja's also here.
Yeah, I forgot Ja's here.
Yep, your host, Ja.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, he's not the host. Today, we all went and saw Shang Chi this weekend. That'll be coming to you last. We got a lot of thoughts on that. And then also the season finale of Rick and Morty ended. The 2-episode finale to season 5. And some new rumors and sort of leaks for the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness that's coming out later this year. But first, we're gonna start with what have you guys been watching? What have you guys been reading? Playing?
Thank you for incorporating.
Just a homie check-in.
This is the homie check-in.
Yeah, it's the homie checkpoint.
I got you. Let me do this. So recently, and Liam's gonna hate me here, I started watching the Umbrella Academy. Really good show.
Oh man,
really good show.
Did you really?
Yeah.
If only one of your friends told you to start watching that over a year ago.
I literally do not recall this in any instance, but
it totally didn't happen.
It's a really,
it's not
really.
like I watched that show and told Ja immediately to watch it.
Sure
Josh, should I watch it?
I'm pretty sure Timon can attest to that because I told him to
Timon,
watch it.
I think you should watch it, but
Wait, it's the first time I'm hearing about this show. What is it?
Brian, no, right?
Wait. It's on what? Hulu?
This will be my last episode on the Pop Culture Roundtable. I'm leaving due to creative differences.
Show. It's on Netflix.
Okay, I'll check it out.
It's gas. And
perfect.
It kinda. My brother he's the one that put me on. He said it has a slow.
Oh, your brother put you on? No one else put you on?
Yep. So anyway, it has. He mentioned it had a slow start.
Your younger brother?
Yes.
That was a coaster dropping. My bad.
We're drinking lean right now.
But no, I personally don't agree. I think the show starts off pretty well, which I feel like every show has like difficulty building that opening universe, which I feel like they did a really good job at it. And I don't know, it kept me hooked, which is really cool. And I fuck with it. So
where are you at right now in the show?
Literally in the 3rd episode. So not too deep, okay, honestly. But I'm hooked enough where like I know I'm gonna commit to the very least at least this season, and if they end that well, then hell yeah, I'll keep going.
Yeah, and the one thing I'll say is like it's a rare case where a show like that has a great first season, and then the second season is like actually even better. Like, I genuinely like the first season is awesome. Like I ran through it. The second season is like even better. Like they just flesh out the characters way more, and I can't really get into spoilers. Season 1 ends on like something really crazy. Like,
I see. Ooh.
Very, very big change, and it kind of shifts a lot of things. And I was questionable as to how season 2 would pull it off. But, it was really good.
That's cool. I personally was kind of worried when before starting it, just because I've been seeing y'all too so much superhero shit in the past. Who knows how long, and I was worried this would just kind of add on top of that and be kind of boring, honestly. But no, it's unique.
You almost forget that they're superheroes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because it's so that's such a secondary thing.
Yeah, there's so much more going on. Which is really cool.
What is happening?
And I think that alongside just some of the characters and how cool they are were probably what
just amazing characters.
What hooked me specifically.
I actually after I watched the Netflix show, I went and read the original comics, and the show's even better than the comics.
Holy shit.
The comics are way shorter, and you don't get a lot of the nuance of the characters. That's the best part of the show is how good the characters are.
Yeah.
It's the characters feel the same, they got all the characters exactly how they were in the comic, just fleshed them out way more and gave them way more backstory and way more to do. And it's really good.
There we go. Hey, you heard it here last, I guess. Honestly, watch that show. It's amazing.
Yeah, would highly recommend.
Cool. I'll watch it too. I'll see what's up. I've been all over the place. Other than my bi-weekly viewing of Depression, I watched Full Metal Alchemist.
Hey.
Yeah. Finished that. That was fire.
I've heard great things.
Phenomenal. That's probably one of the best animes out. Super philosophical.
Yes. Is it totally
really cool.
metal?
Yes. Yeah, it's full metal.
It's totally
full
metal.
metal.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
Not half. Full metal.
What kind? Iron?
All of it.
All of them?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Any
Yeah.
potassium?
Oh my god.
Twice.
Twice.
Uh-huh.
Twice.
It's
I gotta
a
say,
really
potassium is
strong...
probably my favorite metal.
Word?
Yeah.
Not Full Metal, bro.
So if there's potassium in it, I'm so down.
Well, good for you, because there is.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm locked in now. I'm actually watching it right now.
I also want to say
Yeah.
that is literally one of my favorite animes, like in the history of animes ever, bro. That anime is so cool.
And Ja is a certified weeaboo, so that means a lot.
I can't even. I have my license. I can't even argue with that. Unfortunately.
I also have been watching season 2 of this TV show called The End of the Fucking World, and that shit's fucking gas. The Brits always be showing out their shows. It's like, without any spoilers, it's about this little girl who starts dating this little psycho who's trying to kill her, and then like it's all about like their relationship and how that devolves. And then like the second season, I didn't think it was gonna be able to live up to the first season, because the first season ended kind of in a way where like they could have just ended the show there, and I thought they were just gonna end the show there because of like what happened, and I was like, but like they didn't. And then like the first episode, I was like, shaky warrior, but then the second episode, I was like, okay, yeah. And like the show's like insane. It's like so good. It's like yeah. So I'm gonna finish that soon. But that's really about it. Oh, and I finished reading Watchmen.
Hey.
That was cool. It was a good, really good story. Yeah. I'm not gonna spoil it. One of the best murder stories out there.
Watchmen's
Read it.
excellent.
Watch the show. I'm in the process of watching the show now. So, Watchmen, cool universe.
Yeah, Watchmen's sick. Yeah, The End of the Fucking World season 2 is something I gotta check out. I felt the same way on like the season 1. How it was like, why are you making a season 2?
See,
the
first episode felt that way completely.
Yeah.
And the second episode, like, and it was kind of like, I get it, but like, and then like, there's something that happens in the second episode where you're like, oh, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
It's like good.
No, I've heard nothing but good things about the second season too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll have to watch that at some point.
Check it out, dude. It's really good. If you catch up, you can watch together.
No, I don't
2
wanna
episodes
do that.
in.
I don't want to do that.
It's like 20-minute episodes. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, Ja, you want to start our own podcast?
Low key, I've been thinking about that, seriously.
Okay, cool. We could call it the Pop Culture Square Table.
Or rectangle, just be 2 of us.
Yeah. The Pop Culture line.
That sounds good. I would pay money to listen to that.
You're our only charged viewer. Everyone else, it's free.
All right, let's get into the Rick and Morty finale, which just happened recently. We got a 2-episode finale, which I gotta say personally, like when I watched the what was it, the 7th episode, and it ended, and it was like, yeah, y'all gotta wait like a month to watch this shit. I was kind of upset, and I still don't really know why they did that and what purpose that served exactly.
Yeah.
But all is forgiven because those 2 episodes were gas. They were so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess let's talk about the finale first, and then we'll get into how you felt as the season on a whole. Ja, what'd you think?
Yeah. The finale was really cool. I'm like thinking
Like
back
both
now.
episodes.
Yeah. But both like taking both into account. I'm kind of thinking back now and realizing that first episode had literally nothing to do with the finale, in a sense.
Yeah, it did.
But it kind of
set up the whole crow thing. And,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, like in the bigger picture. But like I feel like so much more happened in that last episode.
yeah,
Or at least
they didn't have to put them together.
Yeah.
You know, like they definitely could have.
Yeah. But like it was still like really really funny. I honestly enjoyed the finale. I know like don't they take a weird break every season, like one year is halfway through or something like that.
Yeah, they did that with the last season.
Yeah,
I think they stopped halfway through.
So I don't really see the need or reason for it, but like honestly I was satiated. Like I was happy with the 2 episodes I got. They were pretty good. Like probably I don't know if I can say the best yet, but like the higher ranking episodes of the season. Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty happy. You want me to talk about like the last season overall? Or you want to come back around?
No, yeah, we'll talk about these 2 episodes first, and we'll definitely be talking about spoilers the more we get into this.
Yeah. So, overall though, overall like good for me. Yeah. I liked it.
Yeah, Timon.
Talking about the finale or the season?
The finale, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, the finale was dope. I liked both episodes a lot. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't really have anything bad to say. I thought it was pretty good. I thought both stories in both episodes were compelling. A and B stories were great. it escalated super well. It was ridiculous. We got good backstory.
Yeah.
We got like everything. It was like a really good Rick and Morty like episodic story, and then a really good Rick and Morty like serialized story back to back. And it was kind of cool. And it was also cool to see the growth of the characters and everything. Yeah, I don't know. I'm also just curious to see like how things play out after that ending.
Yeah.
Because that was like a very like, I don't know. I kind of subscribe to the Dan Harmon school of like writing.
The Book of Rick.
Yeah. And it's not necessarily the Rick and Morty thing though. It's bad.
I'm completely joking.
I have to see. The thing is, I have to clarify for our viewers. I like Rick and Morty, but not that much. But no, he has this like whole system in his that he has laid out about writing, and it's like this like circle, and I really like how like all of his and like in the circle, basically it's like the whole journey you're always watching is between the characters and the relationship the characters are having. And then what happens around them doesn't really matter that much. So he like always dives into like the ridiculous, and I kind of really like the last 2 episodes because I feel like they're a really good example of like Dan Harmon, like Justin Roiland because they've been working on it together. But like that style of like why I like Rick and Morty, like anything could be happening. It's super ridiculous, but then like there actually is like not substance and like oh bro like this is so smart, but like substance in the sense of like the characters actually have relationships with one another and shit. And like it's cool to watch that unfold. So I was really happy. I was really satisfied with the end.
Yeah, I agree. I thought the ending was great. I'm trying to I guess we're gonna get into like the season as a whole because everything I have to say at the finale kind of relates to the season as a whole. But like the first episode of the season kind of like it started with this very like episode where Morty was kind of doing his own thing the whole time and like pushing back against Rick for like really the first time on his own totally. Like I mean there were other episodes that kind of explored that, but it was like he always like fucked up majorly and this was, I mean he did in this episode too, but like this was like that seemed to be the sort of like theme of the season was like Morty's independence from Rick, and it was cool to see the finale like kind of build upon that and be all about that. And then I just thought it was interesting the whole like because this whole season we've been watching them sort of take their own space from each other in every episode, and then to finally have them break off and then see how sad they are without each other. I thought that was hilarious and just absolutely perfect.
Hey, all I gotta say is Rick and Two Crows were fucking it up.
Rick and Two Crows, they were fucking it up, bro.
Like if the Two Crows ain't dip on him, I don't know.
They could replace Morty.
I think they were replacing Morty, bro.
Bird, was it Bird Quaaludes?
Bird Quaaludes.
Which is amazing.
But yeah, I'm very interested to see where the show goes from here, because it was like this season was very much playing with the idea of like Morty getting ready to leave Rick, and then we saw that he can't. But now like the status quo's kind of changed with that ending, and it's like, are we gonna get our normal Rick and Morty adventures now?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, probably, but it's not gonna be the same after what has happened. The Citadel of Ricks is like completely gone, I think. Is it? I don't know. I mean, it honestly just could come back because that's the way the show works. But it'll be.
It's gonna be damaged. It's gonna be different.
Yeah.
I feel like Ricks are gonna be like lashing back at like Morty's after this.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a whole thing, and like that'll probably be playing in the background. I think we're just gonna get more of the same. Where like they're gonna drop us back in, and it's gonna be clear that like the relationship between the characters have changed or like evolved. But like it'll be the same kind of like hijinks going around.
Yeah.
And then you'll probably have like as the season goes on, the same kind of like formula.
Yeah.
Like maybe
the
not
Rick and Morty
conclusion,
formula is too good for them to just like leave.
Plus like that's like why we like the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I guess the best way to put it is they're gonna try to do what South Park is doing now.
Yeah. That would make sense. To just do the sort of like
half serialized but like episodic structure.
But what did you guys think of the season as a whole? Like, how does it stack up against the other season? It was 5. This is season 5, right?
Yeah.
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 Compared to the other ones.
It's been so long since I've like watched the episodes.
Yeah.
All of them in order, in the sense of like knowing what episodes are in what season.
Yeah.
So I have a better grasp of like episodes than seasons. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm not sure, but it was a good season.
Yeah, it was a good season. I'd say it's definitely like in my like higher list of seasons, but kind of similar to what Simone said. I genuinely couldn't tell you my favorite season just because I don't know how many enough of my favorites are in like the same season.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, there were like a few bits and pieces where I found it to be kind of slow, and honestly I just kind of got bored a little bit. Like I remember in the second episode, that was a wild fucking ride.
Yeah.
Then again, there were other influences that were at play during my watching of that episode. So I'm not gonna say anything else. But I don't know. Like outside of that, I found the season to be just generally entertaining. Honestly, it just literally more of that Rick and Morty sauce that I love. They've just been giving it back to me.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm happy with that. I'd say this is probably, if I had to put anywhere, at least in my top 3.
In your top 3 seasons, really?
There's only 5, so like yeah.
See, I feel like for me, season 2 is like my go-to Rick and Morty season.
What like episodes
That
are really
is,
popping from that
like,
one for you?
Is Swifty in that one?
Yeah.
Of course
That's like Get Swifty, the one with the where they're locked in the house with the aliens that turn into like the characters that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that one's good.
That one is
Sounds
really
good.
good.
And then season 2, the finale is the one with the.
Is it the
Oh,
wedding?
that starts with the Citadel
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's the first episode. It's like,
Yeah.
It's like he breaks out of the
Yeah.
Citadel. Yeah. That's
Okay,
a good
that
season.
one
So
is pretty
season
cool.
2 is like my like.
So wait, season 1, that season finale is the wedding, right?
No, that's season 3.
Season
The
3?
bird person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Season.
God.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Season 1 doesn't it end like?
I think season 1 ends with like they introduce the Citadel of Rick's.
And like I
And then,
remember they're like
season 2 starts off with him breaking out. You know what I mean? Season 1 ends with him.
because they're on the
being captured.
run because like for some reason, and also it's because like
Yeah.
that Rick and Morty came
Is that
to that
season 2?
reality and
So,
like,
now
Oh
I
wait,
can't
remember-
Evil Morty, that shit, yeah.
I don't- yeah.
Or like that like
I think
intro.
I think he's in that too. Yeah, he's
Fuck,
he's
I had no
definitely
clue.
teased like all the way back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'd say like this season's like I feel like every Rick and Morty season is like an S or A tier television show.
Yeah, I'd
Like,
agree.
So like they're all like around there. If I had to put this one in one of the 2 categories though, yeah, that finale is doing a lot of work pulling the season up for me because that felt like a lot of payoff.
Yeah.
Like that like seeing all of that backstory,
Yeah,
that was crazy.
that was
And also
crazy.
we got backstory in the episode before too. In
Yeah.
both episodes there was like backstory about Rick. And like I think the one before that too.
There was a
Because
lot
it was
of
like
backstory
it was
in
like
the
the
season.
bird
The bird
person.
person one?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like it was kind of
Yeah.
like a lot of like this is why things are the way they are.
Yeah.
And to see that like that was true, that like his Beth was killed
Yeah.
and his wife, and like that's why he's like the way he is. Like
Yeah.
this specific Rick is
Yeah,
like
we learned
actually
more
just,
about
like,
Rick in those 3
Yeah.
episodes than the whole 4 seasons
Yeah.
before that. Yeah, it was very cool to see.
Really cool season.
like it like changes so much about how he like operates. I'm not saying that like he's all of a sudden just like a okay character that's redeemed,
Yeah.
but like I'm like not saying like he's condemned either, but it's kind of just interesting to think of like all the interactions he has with Beth and stuff. It's like he's there because like he wants to be,
Yeah.
and like that shows at times in the show.
Yeah.
A lot of times, but like it's like just kind of crazy to like actually think about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It puts a lot of things into perspective, honestly.
Yeah.
And I low-key just remembered too. I'm gonna give this season 2 more points because I remembered literally my favorite fucking voice actors were in the season. Keith David, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like that dude. I
Oh,
love
yeah,
him.
the
He
turkey
plays the
episode.
turkey.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I just love hearing his voice, honestly.
Yeah, he's great.
Amazing. So
I feel like he probably shows up in every season, right?
in every I know there's at least 3 episodes with him.
Yeah.
In it.
I don't know. I feel like there's always an episode where the president shows up.
Yeah. No, there's been a few. This one was probably my
the
favorite.
turkey I forgot about the turkey episode. That one was fucking funny. Yeah.
Vat of Acid. That's like last season.
Yeah.
But like that is like damn near the best episode.
That's
That
great.
shit's so
That episode's really fun.
From this season, some of my favorites. The first one is like, other than the finale, because the finale were great. But the first one with the the wine going back in time and the whole
yeah.
like village that's like determined to get Morty. Morty's like the devil for their religion or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Nimbus too.
Oh yeah.
That was just a great episode. And then I really like the Planetina episode too.
That was is that
Yeah,
that
that was
was
good.
the Doomsday one or whatever?
Yeah.
That one was hilarious.
Oh no, wait, no. Wait, was that the same episode?
I have no idea.
Define by what you mean, Doomsday.
Like where they were touring planets
With
that were
with
going.
the incest baby?
That one was hilarious.
Is that what you're talking about?
That's a
Doomsday?
different
Yeah, no,
That's a different one.
Yeah.
Planetina's like that's a
The incest baby.
that's a different one.
Then the incest baby one.
We
Yeah,
have no
because that's when he
idea what
fucks
we're
the that's when he fucks the horse the horse thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Planetina's that's like a whole
Forgot
it's like
that
a
one.
whole
Jesus.
episode of its own. I forget what the B story is. I think it's like Rick doing something. I feel like I remember him in like a jungle for some reason.
I forgot the incest baby one. Jesus.
Yeah, there was a lot. And then there was the one where the incest baby came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a wild season. But it was good all in all.
Yeah.
But now we'll get into, we got some juicy rumors on Doctor Strange 2, which will be coming out in March. And again, these are just rumors. There's like some of these feel like a stretch to me, to be honest. I don't know if they're true, but they're interesting to talk about nonetheless. So for one, the What If episode this week introduced the Doctor Strange Supreme character, which is like the sort of that Doctor Strange version where he like inhales or whatever the fuck he did to all those creatures or whatever, where he like sucked them all up or whatever and became like the supreme being. So what are you doing? What I don't
I'm just
I don't get what this.
What did Doctor Strange? What did he do?
He's making sign language at me and I don't understand what's happening.
That's,
He sucked them up. He sucked up the alien creatures dry.
I had to check.
Okay.
Jesus.
I don't know what's going on here.
Doctor Strange.
But yeah, there is a big rumor going around that version of Doctor Strange will be in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, serving as like a sort of antagonist to the movie.
Ooh.
Which I gotta say I don't know. I don't know if I feel like that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like that's not. I'm not necessarily against it.
That's a wild one.
But what do you guys think? I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about that. But I mean, again, it's just a rumor, and I don't really know if I see it being true. So
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any intense feelings about it anyway. Just besides surprise, like that's kind of from left field. I don't know. I guess that'd be cool actually. Yeah, that would be actually really really cool to see. But I can't put that together in my head.
yeah.
Tim, what do you think?
I don't know. I'm like kind of just like, let me see the movie. I like never, you know me, I don't like engage too much with like theories. It depends on like the situation. But with this one, I like really just don't. I can't even imagine it. I mean, it makes sense because it's a multiverse, so like different versions of himself. But isn't he supposed to be a Nexus being? So like, isn't he not supposed to have other versions of himself?
I don't know. I don't know if he is or not.
Well, depending on that, I mean, it's whatever they want it to be.
Yeah, I mean,
so
it's true. Yeah,
so
like he can decide whichever way he wants it to go. So
yeah, so I'm not like, I mean, it would be interesting to see, but I feel like I don't know Doctor Strange villains, so I can't say like, oh, there's this other villain that would be better served, you know, than facing like the evil version of yourself.
Yeah, and then again, like this is also something that's people have been like throwing around that they, not necessarily like a leak, but sort of people just like guessing. There's a lot of people who think that Wanda is going to be like kind of like the bad guy of Doctor Strange. That seems way more likely to me because it just feels like they've kind of been setting that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like WandaVision ended with her like reading that demon book and then her kids calling out to her. It's like that just doesn't bode well for her future. You know what I mean? I feel like that is more likely to be what happens in the movie.
Yeah.
I feel like they were gonna do that, but I feel like the success of WandaVision might steer them away from making her a villain.
Oh, because they just like the character too much.
Yeah.
Well, they already made the fucking like that's probably like too late for them to change. I don't know. Actually, I wouldn't put it past them. They could. Probably,
Well, also
you know
like,
what I mean?
they might
could probably
they might have
reshoots,
screen tested
whatever
it.
they
I don't know.
want. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. I kind of hope she isn't, because I feel like that's obvious.
Yeah.
Because everybody, like, it's not going to be like some big twist, like, whoa, she's the villain, whoa. It's just going to be like, okay, well, everyone's been talking
We all
about
knew
this.
that.
Yeah, literally.
Before WandaVision even came out, people were saying that would probably
Now it'd be,
it'd
be interesting if they made it like Vision.
Oh, that'd be
So then like Wanda's like torn, like White Vision is like the person
Oh, yeah.
who's like fucking
Yeah.
shit up, and then Wanda like actually has to like make a decision. Is she gonna like fight for like reality or like
Vision.
Boo?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like
Something.
it's like, what about Sylvie from Loki? Like she blew up the multiverse single-handedly. Like,
Oh yeah.
How is she not? I mean, maybe we don't. They haven't said that she's gonna be in it at all, or
Oh,
Loki.
yeah.
They
So
might
who
keep the
knows?
Loki verse in its own.
Yeah, I feel
But
like
I feel like
might do
Loki
that.
will be in it. I feel like
I
it
hope
makes
so.
sense for him
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah, low key.
It also
Oh my god, he's so funny.
also it could be Kang. I feel like no one's
Yeah.
talking about it, but like I would not be surprised if like the next few or at least at some point there will be multiple Marvel movies with a version of Kang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
As
each
the
one's a
villain.
different version.
Yeah, and
That
he's
would
like
be
he's
very
like a
cool.
different guy.
Yeah.
So like everyone's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
would
feel
love
like
to
that
see
will be a
that.
thing.
Yeah, I found out recently when I was watching stuff on the Rick and Morty episode that like the concept for the Council of Ricks comes from, in the comics there's a Council of Kangs
That's
where like they have
sick.
their own planet, and even like the way they draw it in the comics is like the same way that Rick and Morty has like
Huh.
the planet set up and
That's-
stuff like
that's
that. I just
sick.
thought that was cool. I was like, because they're both kind of happening at the same time now.
That is
Anyway,
cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So I don't know. Maybe we could get something like that. Like that'd be cool. Like you
That
just
would be
see all the
cool.
Kangs together. Like that'd be. I mean, yeah. But then the other big sort of I don't know. It's like I hate calling things leaks and calling things rumors because like you never know like what is what. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of them that don't seem. But a lot of people are saying that Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is going to be the movie that finally introduces the X-Men to the MCU.
Ooh.
And that they will be that right now like Feige and MCU top brass are like picking what actors they want from the Fox movies to come over, and some of them they're gonna recast, the ones that they don't like, and some they're gonna bring over, and that apparently one of them will appear. I won't say one. I saw a sort like a rumor that says that one person is. I don't want to say in case it does happen because it does seem likely that this person will happen. But one of
My
the
guess
Fox
is Evan
characters.
Peters.
But no, that's actually not it. But I would love to see that.
Bro, I really hope.
I feel like
they
he
have
will,
to.
though.
They
that's
have
not
to.
that's not who it is, but I
Please.
feel like that will happen because it's like, bro, why not? Also, Aaron Taylor Johnson signed on to play Kraven, so like I feel like that's gonna be his superhero thing now. You know what I mean? He's done playing Quicksilver. Bring back Evan Peters Quicksilver, which I'm fine with. That's cool. But yeah, what do you guys think of that?
That is fucking amazing.
Yeah,
I'm genuinely.
I just that's the one that got me fucking.
I
need my X-Men. Like,
I hope for that so much.
It's
genuinely.
only been like a few years since an X-Men movie, but I mean,
Yeah.
the past few have been bad. So
Wait, define the past few, Chief.
Dark Phoenix and
Oh,
Apocalypse.
I'm talking about.
Those
Okay.
movies were ass. Bro.
I'm talking about like Wolverine movies there.
Oh, Logan was
Like,
great.
Logan was
yeah.
gas.
But that's like I'm talking
And
about
like
I'm
Days
talking
of
about,
Future,
like,
everything,
Days of Future Past was
everything
great,
like
yeah.
but Dark Phoenix.
Days of Future Past is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But like I'd say that was the last good like X. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
okay,
Logan
okay.
was great.
Yeah,
but, like, I'm
it wasn't
saying
an X-Men movie.
X-Men. You know what I mean?
No, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. And I would agree. Days of Future Past is probably the last good one.
Yeah.
I think Dark Phoenix and the Emoji Movie are the only two movies in my life I've just watched and just never
They
finished.
got
it.
emoji movied.
I just stopped. Like I stopped like halfway through.
On a
you
scale
tried
of
Phosphate?
Emoji Movie to Suicide Squad, how good is it?
One, I hate you. Two, I actually have not watched Boss Baby, and
Try it.
Have you?
What kind of friend?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I mean,
I was like, damn.
I started it,
It's like, talk about down bad, bro. Are you good?
bro.
Did it get a sequel?
Watching
I
homies
tried to.
don't
It
let
is.
homies
The sequel's
watch
coming
Boss
out.
Baby.
The sequel's coming out this summer. How?
You know they made a TV show out of it too. On
You're
Netflix?
Yeah, on Netflix,
lying to
right?
me.
I swear to God, there's a Boss Baby TV
There's
show.
a
on
Boss
Netflix.
Baby
You could watch it
TV
right
show?
now if you want to.
I tried to watch it, just because everyone was clowning it, and I was like,
It's
is
gonna
it
be
that
okay,
bad?
bro. We're gonna get you.
And
on
I got
this.
like 15 minutes
We're
into
gonna help
it
you.
and just
Jesus.
turned it off. I was really trying.
Oh.
I don't get it.
Isn't there like, is it like an Angry Bird scenario where like the kids like it or some shit, or is it just bad?
Bro, I don't know. But it made money and it has a sequel.
Bro, I'm confused.
Wait, oh my god, on top of that, isn't like Kevin Spacey the main character?
Alec Baldwin.
Oh, it's Alec
Oh,
Baldwin.
Jesus.
Okay, I was wrong. I don't know why I thought it was
I
Kevin
wish it was Kevin Spacey.
Spacey.
Kill that franchise.
But yeah, anyway, yeah, if the X-Men come back, I'm hype as fuck. I'm very interested to see what actors they pick to come back over, because I like James McAvoy's Professor X and Michael Fassbender's Magneto are like fucking incredible. Like I'm genuinely like,
agree.
bro, how are you gonna find someone who's even gonna be as good as them? Like you kind of have to recast them because like they did so good in those roles that like
I agree, but I'm also hopeful that they can, just because like before that, Patrick Stewart, there we go, and is it
Ian McKellen?
McKellen. Those were those two dudes.
And see, they were great, but the reason that James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender were able to be so good is because they were like different versions of the characters.
No, I agree.
The old X-Men movies went straight to the boomer versions, you know. But then they were able to do the younger ones. But now we've seen both. We've had great versions of both. So
exactly.
Like, Marvel's kind of fucked.
I know. I think
if they don't cast the same people.
Yeah, I think if it since they did it the first time, I'm hoping they can do it again. Is more so what I mean. So I'm optimistic, man. I kind of want this to be good.
And also, I kind of forgot. I saw one thing that apparently, I mean, I don't know how true this is, but someone says that apparently they wanted Hugh Jackman's Wolverine to show up and fight Doctor Strange in this movie, but Hugh Jackman said no. And I'm like, first of all, I don't see that being true.
Yeah.
Second of all, thank God if it is, because that would be horrible. I would be so pissed if that's
doesn't make any sense.
What? Like, I love Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, but that just
would throw,
like, why would he be fighting Doctor Strange? There's no logical reason for those two to end up fighting each other.
I mean, if we're talking about evil versions of Doctor Strange, maybe he like mistakes him for the wrong nigga, and then they team up. There's ways you could write it. You could write it. You could write it.
You could write it, but would it be good?
It just feel kind of out of place.
Depends.
It feel almost like if Reed Richards or some shit pulled. Like it just kind of feel goofy. But if they write it in, fuck, I'll still watch that shit. I'm really curious though what they're gonna do with Wolverine. Mm-hmm. Like if this is even plausible.
I mean, though, it seems like Hugh Jackman's moved on.
Yeah.
I would be very surprised if Hugh Jackman doesn't come back to play Wolverine at least one more time.
You think so?
And just some sort of multiverse thing, but I don't think it'll be happening soon.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I think it'll be another version when he's old or whatever, and like whoever the new Wolverine is already established, and like hopefully the new Wolverine is good, and then like Hugh Jackman will show up and they'll have like a cool little like Spider-Man pointing at each other, you know what I mean? Like that, kind of, like what they're about to do with the Spider-Man thing with like Tobey and Andrew, like that kind of thing.
I'm more so meant that like
just because he's so iconic in that.
Yeah.
Like.
I feel like in terms of like the recast though, that one's probably gonna hold the most amount of weight for me, just because
totally.
I don't know, like they're gonna recast honestly like most of everybody else like anyway, but like that one, how do I word this? I'm gonna be most critical of that because if they fuck that up, that might set the tone for me going forward.
Yeah, it's I would put Professor X and Magneto in the same tier as importance for me as Wolverine, but again, they could just get out of that by recasting the same people, and I'd be totally fine with that.
Yeah. I'm critical.
Yeah, but we'll see. Yeah. I regardless, I'm just excited for whatever the fuck they do with the X-Men. I just need to see the X-Men again.
It's been a while, man.
Yeah. I'd agree. I feel like they should wait though. I don't think it should be in Doctor Strange.
You don't think so?
No, you can have whatever like event starts it, but I feel like that Doctor Strange movie's gonna have enough going on as it is.
Yeah,
that's true.
And like. Just don't have the balls to just make an X-Men movie. You're Disney. You have all the money. You guys are usually pretty good at stuff.
Yeah.
Just like tease it, and then like if you want to, or you can have it play out in the background of multiple movies. But please, dear God, don't try to cram it in. I don't want to like cram it in, and then like Doctor Strange is like fighting Mephisto or something weird, and then they like just cram in the X-Men, and it's like just like why are you doing all of this at once? But
yeah, I've seen a lot of people say that they think the MCU is taking the strategy of like they're gonna introduce individual X-Men in other people's movies, and then like build to an X-Men movie. So like maybe Doctor Strange just introduces like the first one that we see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and then after that, it starts off this like phase of like every movie has like one of them show up in it afterward, and then we finally get an X-Men movie, something like that. I don't know. I just want to see the X-Men.
That'd be really cool, actually. That'd be sick.
Yeah, I don't know. Also, I'm just kind of like, how are they gonna like explain all these mutants not just being like one accepted right away because like the world's primed to superheroes, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's not like, it's kind of different, you know what I mean? And then also, I'm kind of curious to see like how they explain the X-Men being sectioned away from like main MCU canon. Not like canon, but like the Avengers.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if like anybody had that kind of talent, they'd just be recruited onto the Avengers.
Yeah.
So how are they gonna make them two separate things? I'm curious to see.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they'll figure it out and do it well, but I think that's an issue that I'm.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I haven't really thought about that because you know.
The second Spider-Man someone posted a video about Spider-Man and Tony Stark was at his front door.
Yeah,
so,
true.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, you're not going to be hiding the fact you have a cool-ass mutant power.
That's true.
Yeah.
Also, like, how does, like, Nick Fury play into all this?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you know what I mean? So there's, like, a lot of cool potential for storytelling. I'm excited to see how they merge them is, like, my main thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm sure, like, if they made X-Men on their own, they'd be really good. I'm just curious to see like how they merge all of it together.
Yeah.
So everything's just getting so big.
I know, and there's a lot of ways that they could do it too, which is what's interesting to me. It's just like which way.
Sorry,
do
coaster.
they pick?
My bad.
Which way do they pick, and then like what will be? I don't know. Will it be good?
Yeah.
It will be good. I have faith that it will be good. I just get nervous because the X-Men have been fucked up so many times. They've been so many bad movies that it makes me nervous. But
oh yeah.
That and Fantastic Four, they already know that. They're not going to let it happen.
They can't fumble that.
Yeah.
That would be really bad. But in recent MCU news, we got our first new Marvel character in like what seems like fucking forever. Like I think the last new Marvel character was Captain Marvel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which felt, oh my god, that feels like a decade ago. Holy shit. But Shang Chi, and it was really fucking good. I had like reasonably high expectations for this. Like I thought I was going to like this movie a lot, and like I'd say it like lived up, if not exceeded them a little bit.
Yeah.
Just in terms of how much I liked this movie and just his character in general,
Yeah.
and the world of the character. Like I'd like looked up a few videos about like what he was in the comics and stuff like that, and it seems like they did a cool job of like building on top of that.
Yeah.
But what did you guys think of Shang-Chi?
Nah, I completely agree. I didn't have stupid high expectations, but I agree. I had a feeling I was gonna fuck with this movie, and I fucking loved it, man. Like it wasn't sliced bread by any means, but like I mean, I really enjoyed it. Like genuinely, I'd say like 9 out of 10. Is this kind of where I'm
9 out of 10, really?
Like maybe 9.
Wow.
What's wrong with that, Liam?
I'm just saying
on
that's
the Marvel scale.
That's
or on
fair.
The
That's
overall
like
scale?
high.
On the Marvel scale, I just meant like my own expectations, honestly.
Oh, okay, fair.
The cinnamon in the movie was pretty good. The cinematography was
Yeah.
pretty good. And I honestly, okay, like I think my favorite part of the movie, just to be completely transparent, was the representation. That was really cool because like there were certain parts that I thought they were gonna fuck up. Like I was like looking at the crowd, like all right, where the white people at? But like genuinely, I feel like they did a good job at like I don't know, having these leads be people like you know, people of Asian descent, and kind of committing to that. And that was really cool. And like the movie itself was fucking gas.
Yeah.
Like the characters cool. The fights were sick. The story like had me like literally two ass cheek inches like on my seat like, the whole fucking time. And I really am glad they brought back, I forget his name, but Trevor.
Oh
funny.
yeah,
Funny. I love that character.
That was funny. I did enjoy that.
That made me smile a lot. And yeah. Oh, and the Abomination scene was really cool too.
Yeah,
that was really cool. Like getting context for that.
Yeah.
But no, overall, I genuinely really liked it. Like, yeah I fucked with it heavy, man. Mic
What
drop.
about you, Zon?
Oh yeah, I hate it. I mean, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, go ahead. Do what you're doing. Shit on the Marvel things that I love. Come on, bring down the hand.
Hey,
I want to see it.
when do I do that?
How many episodes do we have of this so far?
Hey, it's the TV stuff. Come on.
I'm just fucking. But yeah,
It's like give me a little slack. I just tell it like it is if they're missing. But Shang-Chi was good. Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, I'd say I'm just echo everything that Josh said. The coolest thing was the representation. There wasn't like a white guy who comes in and saves the day like in Black Panther. So like that was cool. They just let them actually rule and do their thing.
They learned their lesson from that one.
Yeah, Aquafina was surprisingly good. I usually am pretty hard on her.
If you didn't know, Timon is like an Aquafina stan. Like I've never seen someone more into Aquafina than Timon.
Ooh,
you know, like there are multiple times I've like walked into the living room and Timon's like watching her old music videos and shit. Like he's very into Aquafina.
Oh, okay.
Acting and music career and all.
Are you done?
Yeah.
See, it's funny because it's the opposite of that. But yeah, I don't know. She was surprisingly good. I thought I was gonna be annoyed with her, and she was gonna be doing a black scent and being like,
Jokes aside, she was actually
like, yeah, she's a good actor.
I find her very annoying, and she was actually very good in this movie.
Yeah, she's a good actress when like you direct her well. So yeah, shout out to the director. The lead was good. I don't want to butcher his name. Is it Simu?
Simu Liu.
Liu. Okay. He was sick. He was really good.
Yeah.
The storyline was pretty good.
He's Canadian. Shout out.
Yeah, shouts out Canada. Yeah, overall it was pretty good. This is like the first like Marvel thing I've walked away from in a while where I'm like, yeah, I feel like I liked that a lot and I feel excited for what's happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I feel like everything I've been watching has just been like all the Marvel TV shows feel like legacy shows. You know, it feels like more of the old and just kind of like milking as much as they can from characters that like they know we kind of have some type of investment in.
Yeah.
And I feel like Shang-Chi was a good indication moving forward for how they're gonna continue this.
Yeah.
Which is like a lot of the reasons I've been saying the things I've been saying the past few weeks on this pod or the past couple months. Because I'm kind of like, at what point am I gonna get tired of the characters I've seen?
Yeah.
You know, and what point am I gonna get tired of the MCU? I'm not at the point where I'm like tired of the MCU, but I was definitely starting to get kind of tired of the same characters, minus like a few of them which I like. So I'm glad that like Shang-Chi introduced some exciting characters and some cool elements. I think the 10 Rings are cool. I think it's gonna be cool to see the old interact with the new. Yeah, so I don't know. Overall, I was pretty happy with it, and I'm glad that they did this well because, you know, growing up black, you know how it feels to like not see yourself in hero shit. So I'm glad that they did this well for the Asian community. So go crazy.
Yeah, I thought the movie was like it was awesome all around. I mean, it definitely. I say that and then I'm like, no, it definitely had its problems though.
Oh yeah, it was corny at times. That's that's my biggest criticism. Yeah. It's like, ooh, this is cringy. It feels like it's written by a 30-year-old trying to understand.
There was some cringy things, and then I guess now we'll get into spoilers. So spoiler warning.
Yeah.
The second act where they finally got to the village and started like the training thing and just like kind of expo dumping, that dragged a little bit for me. Like it started. Excuse me. I think it slowed down a little bit there for me. Not like not bad. Like I was never really like bored, but I was just kind of like, yo, let's hurry up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the fight scenes were amazing, like all of them.
Yeah.
The final fight scene, the fact that it was like this big fucking kaiju battle, like that was sick. I did not expect that to happen. And I was really very happy to see that because it was really cool. I mean, we saw that dragon in the trailer, but it was like underwater. So like I don't know, it just never crossed my mind that he would be like riding on top of this dragon fighting another like beast thing by the end of the movie. I don't know, I just thought that was really cool. But the beginning fights, like all the martial arts like fight stuff in the beginning, that one on the side of the skyscraper, that was fucking awesome. That was so cool. I mean, they kind of like killed a lot of people, which was a little interesting to just like throw a body off of like an 80-foot skyscraper and then just like cut away and be like, okay.
Also, like a lot of people died, like in like that final battle.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Like a lot. Like there was a lot of death in this one. It was
Yeah.
it was cool. It was crazy.
There was. I mean, it's like, go crazy, killing people. No, but it was cool in the sense that like there were finally stakes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We saw like.
I mean, not for
people.
our heroes. We knew they were.
Yeah, I mean. Okay.
But you know what I mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah. But yeah, I like that a lot. And then another one for me was the villain. The Mandarin. I guess he doesn't like to be called the Mandarin, but I mean, he's dead now, so what's he gonna do?
He did.
But yeah, that was probably. If I'm trying to rank like what my favorite parts of the movie were, I'd say it's a tie between like just the bad guy in general, and then the fights between being my like two standout like favorite things.
Yeah, homie had a whole redemption arc and shit. Tell me why. Tell me how I was literally about to forgive this man. I felt bad. It was kind of sad.
He's been an evil warlord for like thousands of years.
But
able to forgive him.
His boo. He just wanted his boo. That's just sad.
I'm curious about the end with the sister.
Yeah.
She's gonna be like
post-credit
evil.
scene? Yeah.
You know, I feel like making her evil is kind of tone deaf to the whole movie that just happened.
Yeah.
Like the whole ending.
Yeah. I don't know if she's gonna be evil necessarily, but I feel like when she's first introduced, like there's a lot of this like resentment she has for her brother for like leaving, and then like because like she's the one who had to put up with her dad for like way longer, and then like I can't imagine her being happy at the end of the movie when like she's the one who put up with her dad and faced like the brunt of like the abuse, and then at the end of the movie Shang Chi is the one who gets the 10 rings after he dies. I can't imagine her being like feeling great about that.
Yeah.
Especially because like the dad like left them to him and like basically chose him over her even though he barely knew him.
Kind of continues the thing she was talking about.
And yeah, so like if I could see that being like the reason for her like kind of continuing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think she'll be another sort of like anti-hero, not anti-hero, but like a bad guy, but not. She'll be like the villain of the movie, but she's not necessarily evil in some way.
Yeah, kind of like what's her face from Falcon thing. What's her face?
The Flag Smasher.
The dealer.
Yeah.
No, was it like the chick?
Oh, the power broker.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah. Which I mean, I'm fine with. That's cool. I
think it's a bad move.
I honestly think that's better than like just making her a bad guy, like a straight up bad guy.
Either one is bad.
Yeah.
Like the whole movie, like I don't know. It kind of feels like they like try to play the end of this movie like, oh, they got their consolation, you know, like they kind of like made it like her journey was like coming to a place of like forgiveness for herself.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of be undoing a lot of the growth.
No, I agree.
That she experienced in the movie.
I mean,
I don't know.
Shit.
I wouldn't do it, but
yeah. No,
it'd be cool if they were just like in the shadows, just like doing stuff, but
like doing their own thing.
I feel like that's possible too. Well, actually, probably not though, because like her OG club was like a big poppin' place, you know what I mean? Although it was like on the dark web or whatever, so it wasn't like famous. They were like an underground thing, but they definitely were popular. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think of the first post-credit scene though? In the setup with Wong and Captain Marvel and Bruce Banner.
I think that one was pretty cool. Twitter was like losing its mind over the post credits, so I was kind of like expecting a bit more, but I was just like, "Oh, welcome to the Avengers," and it's like, yeah, I mean,
it's like we knew he was gonna get
there. Also, literally was like Marvel's newest Avenger in the trailers.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, but like I was like, okay, cool. It was cool to see the Hulk back. I mean, Dr. Banner being back to Dr. Banner.
Yeah.
Not Professor Hulk. So that's interesting.
Being a human.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see like what happened there. Captain Marvel, I'm not super invested in the character, but I'm curious to see like what's next for her. So that's cool. Yeah, they were both pretty good. I liked the first one just because it was like, oh shit, I forgot this is setting up something bigger.
Yeah, the cameos were cool or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what I was excited about because everybody was hyping up the fact that there were like cameos in the post-credit scene.
Yeah.
But like I ended up, I feel like the shit with the 10 rings is like what was way cooler to me. It's like what, like they're calling out to something. You know what I mean? It's like what is going on? Like, I feel like that's gonna be more of, that's setting up more so like Shang Chi's solo movie future than like the next big event.
Yeah.
Kind of future. But it's still cool.
No, I agree, and shit, I'm hooked, man. I will probably see the next movie, so I'm excited.
Yeah,
to see
I mean, I'm very invested in this kid. Like, he's so cool. Like, Shang-Chi's just really cool. Like,
he's just a cool guy.
No, I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, he's just a cool character.
Yeah.
And I told you, bro. Didn't I tell you? In like before we went and saw it, I was like, yeah. And then Awkwafina and Shang-Chi are gonna be like, oh, will they? Won't they? For the whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
And it's
They're gonna be like
their
that
whole
for the
thing.
next like 3.
The next 3 movies.
But yeah.
Whoa. Best friend that's a girl who you're secretly in love with. Whoa.
and I like that a lot of times in like the first movie for a new character, like they can be like overly goofy to try and get like audiences to like respond more to them, and then they get into more serious stuff like later on.
Yeah.
But like this movie kind of skipped that. It kind of went right into, and like Simu Liu did like an amazing job with that. Like he was able to balance like the really like funny moments like that on the bus fight scene or whatever where he was just like fucking with the people. Like that was great.
Yeah.
But then like also like the fight with his dad where he had to be like actually serious and like show a lot of emotion. Like he's got really good range, and I'm just very excited to have another act. It's just crazy that Marvel can just always find these like insanely talented actors out of nowhere. Like, not nowhere. He wasn't like, he was on that one TV show, but like
you saw him in those stock.
He wasn't like he wasn't like, it's not like they cast like Robert Downey Jr. again, who was like a famous person already. So,
I was also I forgot I didn't say it. The dad, the villain is so good.
Yeah.
That's like one of the best MCU villains in a long time.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned it, but I just kind of like was letting you talk, but like 100%. He like had a whole arc, and it was hard to even like root against him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, cause he was just misguided.
Yeah.
And like at the same time, it's like, bro, listen to your kids, bro. Like, but like at the same time, culture. You know, like as an immigrant, I like understand kind of the banging your head against the wall, trying to get your parents to understand something. But they're just, it's like you're not supposed to question things based on like how like cultural differences are. Yeah. So it's kind of like interesting.
It was really cool.
I thought he had a really good arc. He's one of my favorite actors. Watching The Mood for Love. But yeah, I thought that was great. I thought he was great. It was like nice to actually have a strong villain. Yeah. In one of these movies, especially after watching Black Widow and shit. It was terrible.
I don't even remember the villain of Black Widow. Like, what was his name?
The patriarchy.
Bruh.
Yeah. But all in all, yeah, very, very excited for Shang-Chi's future in the MCU. And just the MCU as a whole, its future. Like, just seeing something fresh, like I mean, like I said, like I like enjoyed Black Widow as it was, but it didn't really leave me like excited for more MCU stuff because it was just kind of mediocre. But like this being something so new and fresh, but then also having like that MCU stuff, this like really got me way more excited for the MCU. For the most of something since like WandaVision, I think probably.
Yeah, this is like probably the first thing that's gotten me like, okay, maybe I will hang around for other things outside of Spider-Man. Yeah. Like, this is going to be my test. Because, still in a pandemic, going to the movie theater isn't necessarily the safest thing. Yeah. Yeah. Especially on opening weekend, like, we went. Actually, our theater wasn't that packed, but it was pretty packed. Yeah. For the panty. Yeah, that's true. But, yeah, I don't know. I am excited to see, like, where this goes, and what's the next big one? Eternals is the next one. Yeah. See, that's the trailer played for that one, and I've been like kind of shitting on it, like Eternals. I'm kind of just like, bro, shut up. But the trailer looked good in theaters, whichever theatrical trailer they had. But it was gonna be so good. But that will answer a lot of like what if I'm gonna be into the MCU because it's gonna be they're gonna be trying to integrate a whole thing. Check back with the Pop Culture Roundtable when Eternals comes out, and you can hear Timon shit on Eternals. Not liking it, and then me and Ja talk about how much we like it. See, but the thing is, I feel like I don't shit on things. I'm just kind of like, you know.
I'm just being dramatic.
It's okay. You gotta be critical, or else they'll just start feeding you slop. But yeah, that looks cool. I didn't think that was gonna be as cool as it looked, but we'll see. I'm kind of interested to see how they like integrate this team of heroes.
Yeah, we got like a break for the next like 2 months, other than like the last few episodes of What If for Marvel content. But the next few things coming out are gonna be Eternals, Hawkeye, Spider-Man, and then Doctor Strange, which are all 4 things that I'm super fucking excited about. So it's gonna be a little break we got, but it's gonna be another like big run of hopefully really good things. So I'm very excited for the coming year of MCU content.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about the coming year, but I'm excited through Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, and then I have to see what else is coming out.
I think this summer will be the Miss Marvel show, I know, and then the new Thor. And there's definitely something else that I'm forgetting. But I can't remember other than that.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
But other than that, yeah. The MCU looks to be in a good place going forward.
Yeah.
And on that, we'll wrap it up for this episode. Ja, where can they find you?
Let's see. My Twitter and Instagram is Jevy with 2 V's _99. My my Steam is Pestilence. No, it's not. It's literally J11520. My PSN is Pestilence. Hop on there if you're trying to get.
Plenty of people are gonna add you on PSN after this.
Shit, add me on PSN if you're trying to get worked in literally any fucking video game under the sun.
He is a gamer girl. He's very good.
I do that.
You can find me. Yeah, this week I'm not gonna tell you. Try to find me.
Okay, he's not very hard to find, but you can find me. I tweet from the Pop Culture Roundtable Twitter account, which is on Twitter at PopCultureRDTBL. But other than that, we will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you for listening, and bye.
Peace.
Bye, people.